What's going on, everyone? So, Victor Wembanyama has grown even bigger. The alien continues to just transform and I need another inch, right? Look, I think he's going to have an amazing season. I think he moves potentially into the top 5, 7 conversations. I think you could have argued, top 10, top 12 last year. He's the best defensive player in basketball. He's, without a doubt, he's going to win probably Defensive Player of the Year every year as long as he plays 65 games and, the media doesn't get voter fatigue, right? Every year he's going to have that, under wraps, right? But beyond that, it's starting to take those strides into, is this guy the best player in basketball? And you usually get that with the top 5 conversations, things like that. Right? If this Spurs team is really going to move into kind of, contention status and, being one of the better teams in basketball, you're going to need Wemby to move to that stage. It doesn't necessarily have to be this year. You're going to year 3, but I love the preparation and the work and everything that he put into, right? He even talked about how he worked with KG, worked with Hakeem, right? Even, Raj Al Ghul and all that stuff. You see all the different, things that he's looking to add to his repertoire and be able to, his utility belt, right? Using the Batman reference, right? It's just having the ability, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, right? And the guy is one of a kind. We haven't seen anything like it. Right? A guy that just that smooth, can move the basketball, cross dudes over, right? Shoot over the top, knock down the 3 ball, right? Take guys off the dribble to the basket, put guys in the rim. There's just so many, it's endless on what you can see him do and to the level that he can reach. And then, oh yeah, by the way, he's also the best defensive player in basketball. It's unfair. It's like a make-up player. My player on 2K. It's dude, you couldn't make a better version of this. It's just, it's almost fake at times when you're watching him play and the smoothness that he has to it. And now he's even taller, right? Which means he probably his wingspan, everything probably got a little longer and all that. The guy, he's a specimen, right? The guy is just, he's this otherworldly type of player that I'm excited to, as just a basketball fan, I am excited to see the growth and development of him over the years. I am so excited to see him kind of evolve and emerge into that type of player that we all kind of envision him to be. Right? Where it's hey, this guy is the best player in all of basketball. He's not there yet. Could he move there as soon as this season? I think it's very possible. I don't think he'll move best player in basketball. I don't think he'll be there this season, but I think he'll be in that conversation, right? So I think he'll be in that, top 5 to 7 range. It'll be guys like Jokic, Giannis, Luka, SGA, and then could it be Wemby? You have guys like Anthony Edwards and Steph Curry and LeBron James and you're going to still have a lot of players that are in the thick of it, in those conversations and whatnot, but Wemby's going to be right there. Last year, like I said, I think you could put him in anywhere, because outside of the top 5, you could make an argument for 7 guys in that back 5 of the top 10, and then I think you can make an argument for 7 guys in the 15 through 10 range. So, if you wanted to put Wemby anywhere from top, 10 to 12 last season or 10 to 15 last season, something like that, I think that that's fair, right? It's was he top 10? Sure. Was he top 7? I don't really think he was there. Because I've seen the argument people will make where it's there's not 7 guys I would take over him. And it's well, yeah, there is, not long term, but yeah, right? You're in game 7 of the NBA Finals. Are you taking Wemby or are you taking LeBron? Taking LeBron. Are you taking Steph or are you taking Wemby? You're taking Steph, right? Like there's a lot of guys you make an argument for, but like talent wise and like what he can do and stuff like that, like I think he was in that top, 10 to 12 range. I think this year he takes that lead. I think you'll see where it's like, okay, no, like I wouldn't take 7. There isn't 7 guys that are better than him, right? Maybe, experience wise, stuff like that, but this guy's just way too good. I'll take my chances type thing, so to me, it's can he really start to take those strides, right? You start to see that progress, that shift into like, okay, this guy, he's going to be the best player in the world, right? We see the signs. I really want to start to see the strides. And that's really going to bode well for the Spurs, period. Now, obviously, it sucks that you're not going to have De'Aaron Fox for, till the target return date is November 1st. But it's like you want him on the court, so him and Wemby, because the Wemby De'Aaron Fox pick and roll was not good at all last year, at all. Right now, in their defense, they kind of just got thrown together, and then Wemby went out, and then De'Aaron Fox goes out. So, but now you're not going to have training camp and preseason and the beginning of the regular season. You're going to basically miss a month of just prepping and working on that you just kind of lost now, right? So, to me, you need De'Aaron Fox to get back. Right? And, I also want to see Wemby. I think part of the reason I wouldn't put him in the top 7 range or anything like that last season is also a lot of it just the shot selection. Right? Like, and I've talked about that very heavily this offseason, really the last 2 offseasons. But, he's a guy that I've talked about. He wants to be more KD than Hakeem, which is fine if that's what he wants to be, but takes away a lot of his like mismatches at times. Like the guy's unstoppable. And this is just even more of an argument to have him closer to the basket rather than farther away. I'm not saying don't take any threes. I'm not saying don't shoot the ball at all, right? But like you're now 7'4" and all this other, like, you should be at the rim a good amount. The guy is an automatic bucket. He's basically an adult in a kid's league is what it looks like at times. He's sitting there holding a stop. I'm just going to put this in the basket here. Now go sit down, right? Like, it's just like, God, this guy's ridiculous. And now he's grown even more, and he's been working with Akeem and KG and all this stuff. It's more of a reason to move him towards the basket. So I want to see him be more efficient. I don't want to see him settle. I feel like he's settled a lot. And again, he's young, right? It's not to take away from anything. You see a lot of young players early in their careers. They're settling and they haven't fully grasped like that whole give me the basketball and get out of my way. There's very few guys like right away or like give me the basketball and get out of my way. Most guys, trying to get a feel for it. They're trying to get their teammates involved, they're trying to do all this stuff. But like I want to see this year down 5, whatever, a minute and 45 seconds left, and Wemby goes, give me the basketball, get out of my way. And he goes and just wins those games, right? Like, that's what I want to see. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos. Truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.